Key point 5. Sticking to routines will help you ritualize deep work. Engaging in deep work in a world that encourages shallow work is challenging. We can benefit from establishing rituals and routines to reduce the willpower needed to transition into a session of unbroken concentration. 4 broad approaches can help you carve time for deep work. Do not rely on shortcuts. They are less effective because they demand high willpower and are not sustainable. Choose any of the following approaches, or mix 2 or more to fit your lifestyle. Monastic, which means cutting off oneself from distractions completely, similar to monks in a monastery. Bimodal. This approach alternates between living an everyday engaged life and a monastic one. The author, for instance, took turns between a regular therapy practice and social life while he was in Zurich, and an ascetic mode in his retreat house, where he writes. Rhythmic. This approach involves setting a fixed time for deep work every day. You can do this between 5 to 7 a.m. or during the week. It may be Tuesdays and Thursdays. Journalistic. Fit deep work into your schedule anytime you can. It is similar to a journalist being ready to write a piece on a deadline when the need arises. Being strict with your schedule is key. Many successful people say that discipline helps them focus on their work. While there's no one correct way to work, these approaches can guide you to bring deep work into your life. Key point 6. The value of systematic idleness. The author argues that there should be regular and substantial leisure time when you are free from professional concerns. This systematic idleness will help you get deep work done, and these are the reasons why. Downtime aids insights. Your unconscious will take care of any lingering issues you have. Therefore, if you occupy your mind with these leisure activities, you will be better at making decisions after reaching more insight. Downtime is needed to recharge your energy. During deep work, you use a form of energy called directed attention. It is a limited resource. To recharge, you need to take a break. Downtime usually replaces work that is not very important. The capacity to burst into deep work on any given day is finite. In most cases, it is only for a couple of hours. Once you have exhausted these hours, any task that comes after is less productive and less critical. Please note, downtime is not the same as shallow work, and it does not also mean activities that have some part of your attention. It means true leisure. Taking a stroll, a casual conversation with a friend, playing a game with your kid, listening to music, etc. Less mental clutter means more mental resources available for deep thinking. Cal Newport. So, how do you incorporate downtime into a daily routine? The author recommends a shutdown ritual. Completely shut off work issues until the following day. Do not check your emails after dinner. Stop planning for the next job and allow no mental replays of conversations. As much as you can, shut down thinking completely. The author, for instance, rarely works on weekends and ends his workdays by 5:30 p.m. Despite that, he has written many best-selling books and published several scientific papers yearly. On top of that, he won 2 competitive grants. Productivity is not about committing more hours to work. Instead, you should make the most of the hours worked and get optimal recovery from the hours you do not work. Conclusion. The truth is, deep work is a pain in the neck. It is closely connected with our attention and keeping it undivided as long as possible on the same thing. You must fight distractions continually, concentrate by shutting them down, and staying away from social media. Limit the time you spend on the internet, plan your workdays and even leisure periods in advance, and many more. That sounds overwhelming, especially for those who grew up in the digital age. Distraction, for us, is synonymous with existence. However, it is a popular misconception. So is multitasking. This skill is very beneficial for a robot, carefully programmed by a human being, but not for a human being. If you are an employer, please stop demanding that your colleagues multitask. As an employee, you should know that you are more productive in less time when you concentrate on one task at a time. A profound life's not for everyone. For many people, it is too much work. They are more comfortable with artificial busyness. However, if you want optimal productivity, deploy your mind to the maximum and get things done effectively. There is no better way to pursue deep work and live a deep life. Try this. When next you need to get into a deep mode, shut down your social media notifications. Make sure not to switch to the next task until you have finished the ongoing one. There will be an attention residue, working in a semi-distraction state, which is counterproductive. Spend less time on the internet and no time playing games on your telephone or computer. Exert maximum productivity from the hour's work and maximum recovery from your downtime. With this, you will find it easier to switch to deep work when required.